thanks for tuning in. I wanted to talk to you about the difference between the pre-recorded motivational tape to lose weight, reduce your weight, and tailored hypnosis. And by tailored hypnosis, I mean hypnosis session with a therapists like me, where you have a one-on-one versus listen to an audio that you purchase online. Well, here's the difference. The audio online is probably pretty good, nice, doesn't cost that much, and may get you to think about a lot of things in your life, especially the food you take in, etc., 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 may even get you into a state of hypnosis, just take you down into the hypnosis and then give you motivational suggestions. However, in a one-on-one session with a therapist like me, what we do is we look at your life, especially your childhood. What was your childhood like? So many things come up, but that's wonderful. But what is more important, and this is what you don't realize when you listen to a pre-recorded general weight loss audio, the mind is incredibly crafty. And anything that hurts, the mind is not gonna put it on the table just like that. It's just simply not going to, because it wants to avoid pain and gain pleasure. That's the whole purpose, avoid pain and gain pleasure. So you may have had some trauma in your childhood, and trauma is not a disease. Trauma is an event, is a situation, recurring events that take place in your childhood. The trauma is your interpretation of it. How do you let that in? How do you translate emotionally what your perception was of what was taking place? I mean, it could be, and this is a crude example, like your father beating your mother all the time when he comes home drunk at the end of the day. How do you, as a 2-year-old, take that in? And so whatever you witnessed as a third party, or whatever you were told or subjected to, how did you interpret that? And that's the main thing that 95 out of 100 times is the cause of your overeating and your being overweight. How do I know this? Well, first of all, I'm trained in that, and secondly, firsthand experience with clients. Very simple. And as a matter of fact, myself as well, because don't get me wrong, in the training, hypnotherapist student train on each other. We just, we take each other through situations. We all have something that we would really like to deal with, get rid of it. So, I've had situations that I go like, whoa, really? I had no idea about that. That's why. So it's very interesting. The memory is always there. The memory never go. And you don't relive the emotion. You review the emotion. You've lived the emotion. You cannot relive it. You can only review it. Because now you're an adult, then you were a child. But you can look at it. Oh, that's what took place. That's what happened. Now I understand why I reacted, because I had no idea and I had no recourse. So the difference with the pre-made audios, and don't get me wrong, there's probably a bunch of them that are pretty darn good and that may just get you going. and a tailored one-on-one session is humongous, because I take you back to those events that you have no whereabouts about anymore, that you have no clue about, but that were significant in your life. Your perception of those events created a belief about yourself, about your life, that you're still living. And I want to bet that that's the reason why you are still overeaten and keeping the weight on. There is a reason for that. There is a reason. And once we have uprooted that reason, I always like to uproot it, because we just go to the root cause, the original cause of the event, of what you're doing now. Once we have uprooted that, dealt with it, it's going away. Your life is going to change. And it's not like overnight. Let's not be stupid here. It takes time. But I bet you can see your whole life change in a relatively short period of time. Usually within 21 days, because I make an audio for you as well. And that is a tailored audio for you. You see changes in your life, great changes, phenomenal changes, that you go like, wow, I wish I had done this before, years before. But we all have to go through certain things to come to a conclusion at a certain point and say like, I cannot take this any longer. I need to know now why. And that's when you come to me. That's how it works. So if you have any more questions, please post them in the comment box, or send me a direct message. I'm always available to assist you. We can talk for 15 minutes and I can tell you how I can help you. But trust me, I'm not your general hypnotherapist. I only focus on weight. That's the only thing I focus on. I don't do any of the other stuff, just weight. And I love doing that. And I love helping my clients. So if there's anything you think I can do for you, feel free to direct message me. Feel free to, comment. It's all there. So I appreciate you tuning in today. I hope you have a little bit more of a concept of what's going on in your mind. And the mind is so amazing. But here's the thing. You want to become the master of your mind. You want to control your mind. You don't want to be controlled by your mind, because the mind does what it thinks you want it to do. So if you don't command, direct, order it, it's just going to do what it thinks it needs to do, what you would like it to do. Well, it doesn't really know. So you've got to really be in command. Direct it, compel it, order it, instruct it, what you want. And that's usually where we get to once we've gone to the root cause. Then we know how to reprogram, rewire your mind, the brain. It's going to be rewired. And more, the scientific world is discovering that we can rewire our brain. The brain was wired as a child. Repetition is the mother of learning, right? Remember, if you have children, you know how long it takes before your little baby can say, Mama. You repeated it probably 100 times, 1,000 times before something coherent came out. You can now change that as well. Repetition is the mother of learning. You can change that to what you would like to have going on, have rewired in your brain. But you have to go to the root cause in order to figure out where did it go wrong, perhaps? in a way that you don't want to have it gone now. So I appreciate your tuning in. Leave me a comment. I would really appreciate that. Press the like button if you like the content. Pass it on to someone. Share it who you think may benefit from my information. Subscribe if you haven't yet done that. I would appreciate that very much. And if you don't like it, that's okay as well. I have no problem with that. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.